name is Andrea and I'm 42 and I have thyroid cancer. This month is Thyroid Cancer Awareness Month, and this is my story. This is my journey. This is my life. And I became ill in '99 and the doctors couldn't tell me why. When my PCP thought I had stomach cancer, a lot of symptoms were, they were crazy, and they were hormonal that I didn't know at the time. In 2001, I became gravely ill, and so one doctor visit of insults led me to almost give up. I was told that I was fat, and it was very insulting because with the symptoms I'm giving you, you're concerned about my weight. Okay. But I was fine. I should let you know that I was sexy as hell, smaller than I am now. But anyway, I digress on that one. In December, I became very, very ill. And that was like a month or so later. And I had to have emergency surgery. Well, upon a doctor's visit, my doctor discovered I had a large nodule on the left side of my neck. And within a week or so, I was in surgery because it was bad. And the biopsy happened. When you get the phone call from the doctor, this was before surgery. The biopsy, the doctor called me personally, and I thought it was weird. And I should let you know that was 2001, and we didn't have, iPhones and Samsungs and the internet and the technology that we have now. So it was a message left on my answer machine. We did have phones, but they wasn't. Yeah, okay. Twerk twerk, no kill. Anyway, I didn't know how to take it. He didn't leave. He just said call me immediately, and I called him, and yeah, I have. At the time, it was stage 2, stage 3, papillary/follicle malignant thyroid cancer. And I had to have emergency surgery. And at that time, I had 2 surgeries because on the same day, my thyroid was removed completely. There was no taken half, slashed, or anything. It was completely removed, and I had polyps lining my uterus. So I didn't really have time to think. I didn't really have time to digest what had happened to me and what was happening to me and how my life was going to change, how my life would not ever be the same, and my struggles would be some of those of I don't even know the words. You have to have that strength from somewhere deep inside to know that you can get through this. I had to go read a lot. The doctors told me certain things, but you go to the library, the internet was limited. Google wasn't the same as it is now back then. Google was just getting started, so Google was limited. If you put a word in, and you wouldn't get much. It was Wikipedia. Wikipedia was, it was so much. So, and when I was diagnosed at that time in 2001, I was the youngest my doctor had ever had, and had seen, and didn't know how to treat me. And we had to do a lot of things to figure out what worked for me, like almost killed me, to figure out what was the right regimen for me. Well, my cancer, I had radioactive iodine. I had an allergic reaction to it, so I'm allergic to it. So in isolation, I had to treat myself. That's what I tell people, because I did. My doctor could only give me an epi shot from a distance, suited up, and it was scary. It was very scary. After that, it was found that my cancer was still in my body and they couldn't find it. So I was sent from here to MD Anderson in Houston, and they found it in Houston, but they also found that it had spread it to my lung, and it makes you feel a certain type of way. It's like one of those things that you try to say that I can do this when nobody knows how to treat this. Nobody knows how to deal with this. You know, I don't get mad. I used to get mad a lot because I was hurt. You know, you feel like Benjamin Button. You living your life in reverse. I was 28. You know, you're like, I'm young. I'm 28. I can do this and I can do that. And you can't even manage to get your ass out of bed. And you're like, okay. But people can't understand that because you're supposed to have that strength. You're supposed to be, you know, okay and all right, because that storm that's in the inside doesn't show on the outside like people would like to see it, to have some kind of compassion, but they still wouldn't be compassionate. You know, my storm it's one like no other. You're at war within yourself, from your head to your feet, and you're at war, and it's a daily basis. It's let's try 150 of Thyroid. Let's try 200. Let's try 225. Let's try 250. Now let's try 275. What the hell? Why are we let's try when clearly no one has done the research to say this is what's going to work? Everything is a guessing game. Everything is we'll treat the symptom as it appears. Everything is we'll wait and see. It's just the wait and see part is hard for me. It's very hard. You know, 14 years. The past 4 have been not great. I've had my struggles and I'm having them right now. You know, my cancer, it had never gone away. And it was just, we'll just try to suppress the tumor with medication. Medication makes me sick. I'm allergic to certain medication. I'm allergic to certain food. I'm allergic to life. I'm allergic to every damn thing at this point, you know. But it's like, you feel like a guinea pig. You feel like a lab rat because we're going to test and see. We're going to see if this works. We're going to see if that works. I'm not mad at other organizations with their support staff of their diseases. I don't have pink tutus and I don't have this and that. And I'm not hating, please don't get me wrong. But when you tell someone that you live with cancer, it's like, it's unbelievable. It's not something that they can believe. And you live with this disease on a daily basis. And you try to cope with it. You try to cope with all the side effects. You try to cope with the side effects unlike no other. When I say unlike no other, it was a struggle for me just to do this video. Rolling out of bed when I haven't even had any sleep. Y'all, let me tell you. But you do it because you say you know you have to. You know that you have to do it. You know that you can't concede and give in when you want to just throw your hands up and give up and say you can't do this anymore. I don't know, why am I doing this? Why I'm going through this? And it's like, I can't give you some cakey lollipop side of sweet and sugar spicy side of my journey, because it's not that. I don't have that. I don't have that. Oh, it's great. I've had this support and I've had that support and I feel on top of the world. My cancer is gone and oh, let's go hit Broadway, goddamn, because I don't know that one. I don't know that. You know, I suffer in silence. I suffer with prejudice. The prejudice that people say to you, oh my God, it's just like, it becomes too much. It's too much. You know, I'm not fat because I eat a lot. Let's get that straight. I'm on steroids for my lungs. Steroids put extra weight on me and make me fatter. Yes, I get fatter. And I don't want to be that way. My fatigue is unlike no other. My memory is gone. It is shot to shit. I can't remember my phone number, so please stop asking me. Please. I don't even know how to spell my name half the time. So it's like, you say, okay. It's okay. I'm young, but it's okay. It could be worse, but it's okay. But you rationalize it. You like, okay, it could be worse, but I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm okay. I don't know how I feel. And it's the God's honest truth, because you don't know. You really don't. Okay, did I brush my teeth? So you brushing your teeth 3 and 4 times a day. You know, you're doing everything over and over again because you can't remember if you did it. You know, life is one of those things that you get it and you try to make the best of it. But the criticism, the prejudice, the ridicule, the everything. And it's like, I can tell y'all not now at this point, I'm so freaking tired of the doctors offices, the receptionists, from the front to the back. I don't want to feel like a robot. I'm not a damn robot. I don't want to feel like a color-coded chart that I'm just a patient. I'm a human. Treat me as such. Now, if you tell me that I'm certifiably crazy and there's nothing no one can do to me, why are you treating me as if I'm way less than crazy? You know that my symptoms are bam, 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 but you act as if I have to treat myself. I have to take it upon myself to do the things that I need. Now, anxiety, I've meditated. Yeah, that only lasts for so long. I can't even concentrate to read. I used to read. I can't even read anymore. You know, I was given a mild anxiety pill, Lexapro, and it didn't work. Instead, you know, I'm that percentage, that percent that side effects will happen. That's me. Well, I was given a mild Lexapro for anxiety, and instead of working, I took it for 2 months straight. I was up for, the longest was 38 hours. 38 freaking hours with no sleep, eyes wide open. And the only thing the doctor could tell me is that I don't know what to tell you. Now, mind you, this is the first medicine that she gave me, and you're going to say you don't know what to tell me? You're not willing to help me? You're not willing to try just a little harder to see that I'm screaming for help? I don't know anymore. I don't know how we get so complex, displaced with human life. I don't. You know, people say some of the most awful things to me. If I had your appetite, I'd be a size 0. I wouldn't give a damn what size you would be, because I can't get my thyroid on the right level. My cancer have spread it not only to the center of my neck, which makes it damn near inoperable without causing nerve damage and other damage. It has spread it to this side of my neck. If you may have noticed that it's enlarged now. Not only that, it's still in my lungs, I have a knot in my breast, and I do this with a smile on my face most days. And doctors, we're going to wait and see and try to suppress the cancer. In what world do we wait and see? Wait and see. You know, well, I don't know what to tell you. Well, you went to school for damn near 30 years, and you're going to tell me you don't know what to tell me? I'm being proactive on my end. I'm doing my best on my end, but I'm paying you to tell me you don't know what to do. Now, if I can tell you how awful that is, feel, and sound, I couldn't convey it on here, because I would be so lit you wouldn't even like it. You know, I'm struggling right now. I don't feel well. I'm at my all-time low. I've missed the summer. You know, I spend more days inside than I do out. I don't get out. You know, I've been sick more. When I was 28, I was told I had to have a hysterectomy because they was in fear of it spreading to my uterus. And at 28, I didn't want to give up the hope of becoming someone's mother. Well, I've had 7 miscarriages, 8. Yeah, I haven't been pregnant since 08, so 07. Please forgive me. Well, my daughter was taken. And because they said she wasn't developing properly, come to find out she was, but I was miscarried going into the procedure, signing paper, miscarrying, blood, just, yeah. Okay. But I can't seem to make it past my second trimester. With going in my trimester, the first of the second trimester. And so you become a woman that feels like you have had so much taken from you. And you try not to feel that, but you're a woman. And your hormones affect you different than they would a man. Or, you know, anyone else. And you say, okay, I went through premenopause. You know, you like, I'm 28 and I'm going through premenopause. I'm 28 and I'm going through puberty. You know, you're going through these things all out of order. You know, menopause is what, 50s? After 55, somewhere up in there, I think. Puberty, them teen years, I didn't have that, you know. So everything is out of whack. Everything is out of sync. So maintaining on a daily basis, it's hard because you need to know that I'm saying whether I feel it or not. I'm saying whether you want to choke a bitch out. I'm saying. You have to know that. You have to say, I'm saying. I blame nothing. And I really do. I've never really blamed none of my whatever you want to call it on my disease. I never really did. Even though I should, I never really did because people tell you what they want you to hear. You know, not what they want you to hear, what makes them feel better. I'm going through this. I'm not trying to make you feel good. I don't give a damn. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to say this real talk. I don't give a damn if you feel good. I don't. All I know is my struggle. It was a struggle for me just to come to the grocery store. So, you know how you feel about what I'm going through? Yeah. If I hurt your feelings are hurt? Really? Really? Why is this about you again? This is about you. Instead of giving a supportive gesture from the heart, it's don't claim it. What the hell am I not going to claim? I'm confused on that aspect. My colored people, don't claim it. What the hell am I not going to claim? Now, I've had an organ removed, scar and all to tell, and you telling me not to claim something? I'm confused on that aspect. You know, that's like saying my light bill is coming and don't open it. Don't claim it. Well, damn. I didn't use the lights for the month, so either I pay it or they cut it off. So you can't say, you know, not claiming something. I have cancer. I'm not afraid to tell anybody that I have cancer. I have cancer. Yes, cancer is a cruel motherfucking disease. Cancer is one of those that's worse than Hitler. And I'm being real with you. It plays with you. It destroys you. And you get a front row seat to it. But it's mine. And it's what I choose to do with it. And it's what I choose to make out of this life that was given to me. When sometimes I'm trying to figure out what planet are we on. You know, when you finally get to sleep with these vampire hours that you have, oh yes, my best time is 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning. Don't get it twisted. Oh, I'm up, I'm kicking it. I'm at my best at that time. But anything after that, oh, you'll find homegirl right here on the low. Can I get the hell out of bed and I'm tired? And I have a load of clothes I need to fold. I have a load of clothes I need to wash. I need to cook a meal for when my husband get home. I got so many things I need to do. I need to dust this dusty ass apartment. Don't get me started on the dust because we are in a bad relationship right now. Okay, back in sync. Anyway, I want someone to know that you're not alone. I've suffered in silence for 14 years. You're not alone. It's okay. It's okay when you're looking at your hair in your hand. And you're like, this ain't from no chemo. This is this cruel ass disease. Your hair comes out, but because your hair is thick and it's full and you're a licensed beautician or cosmetologist, you know what to do. But you like, oh, okay, hair is all over the house. Hair is all over my husband's clothes. You know, you try to say, okay, I'm going to put a smile on. I'm going to be brave. But this shit is getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves, Lord. It's getting on my nerves, and I'm being good with it. And I'm not talking about just the hair. I'm talking about maintaining on a daily basis. And it's hard. It's hard maintaining. You know, it's hard trying to be your best when you don't even want to grace them front doors. You don't want to go out that front door. You don't want to go out because it's going to take all your strength just to do it. And once you do it, trust, if somebody come to you wrong, it's over. It's over. I want people to be aware that every disease isn't the same. Every struggle isn't the same. What you go through in the same disease I have won't be the same story that I'm going to go through. You know, doctors have looked at me and they can't really understand. You know, I've lasted a long time and I've done it, but I've become exhausted and I'm tired. You fight, you do the things, you take a proactive stance on your disease. You do what you need to do, but it's like what you do is still never enough. You're never ahead of it. You try to be ahead of it, but you're running along with it. You're running and you're looking on side. You know, you're running with it. But I need not for this just to be Thyroid Cancer Awareness Month. I need the doctors, the medical physicians to know that I'm a human. I'm a human being. I'm a young human being at that. And even if you're an older human being, but I'm human with a disease that I did not bring on myself. And I'm not a chart and I'm not a number. I want all my thyroid beauties to scream from the top of their lungs that you're more. You are more. You're more and you deserve more. And that no matter what anybody says, you know who you are. You know what you are. And you know that if no one ever support me in this, it's okay. Because not only do I have this, he have this. And I can make it even when I don't want to. Even when I don't feel like it. I can make it. I can be bigger and better than this cancer. I can be whatever I want to be. But yeah, it's going to take some shock therapy, some charging. It's going to take some things, but I can do it. I don't have a support team. Let's get that straight. People think that, you know, everybody have a support staff. People turn away from you when you become ill. I don't have nobody. For 14 years, it's just been my husband and I, and it's been taxing, even with him at times, to see me decline, to go up and down, up and down. And it's like people look at you like you're toxic or you're radioactive, but you are. But anyway, you know, they look at you like, you know, oh, okay, get away from me. I need to explain something. I have no immune system. It's shot to shits. I haven't really had one, which means that you're more toxic to me than I am to you. You can kill me before I can kill you. So quit acting as if, because I say I live with cancer, that you can't, you know, you can't see me past the cancer. Yeah, I live with cancer, but I'm more than cancer, you know. I'm telling you this to understand that if I say I can't right now. I can't cause the cancer. I can't. You know, I need you to understand on the other side of this spectrum that it's not my job to make you feel good. And it's really not yours to make me feel good. If you can't deal with it, it's okay. It's all right. Everyone can't deal with things, but we can deal with the negative side of life. I've seen that lately. You know, we can deal with being in everybody else's business. I don't care what celebrity have this and what celebrity did that. That reigns supreme in this world now. Instead of, let's really support what's really important. What's really important to us. And I want to thank everyone that have viewed and listened to me today. I want you to know that you're not alone and you don't have to suffer in silence, because I have been for 14 years, and that you are beautiful. Scar and all, you are beautiful, and you are more. You are more than this disease will make you out to be. Thank you.